EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And the Bills are going to recover. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Singletary. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what?
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flushed out right. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, Mills eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mills got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Mills on first down. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mills now looks to throw on first. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. After the sack on first down, Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Collins there to make the grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
They'll try and throw for it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Here's Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he gets it down to the 32. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and trying to keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now, Singletary. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They run here with Singletary. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Mills. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Texans. Danny Amendola in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Carr now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try and sneak it, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. A beautiful fake. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. On 2nd down, Cook. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on 4th, that's a big play. And it wasn't designed at all. Not a designed play for him to bootleg out or get outside the pocket. That's just feeling pressure, knowing where to exit, and as you mentioned, finding the first down on a 4th down play. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They go play action. Cousins rolling to his right. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cousins will try and throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it, and I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. First down. Here's Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. People were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Cousins flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, Cousins dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Cousins to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. To the air again, it's Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Carr completes it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Carr to throw. That is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Cook running right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Short game last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Cousins to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And this is Cook with the grab. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's got this down to the 35. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Carr. This to possibly force OT. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll try to sneak. And he's going to come up short. The 2-point conversion attempt does not work. And as a result, it's going to cost them the ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing here, Cousins steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. The Home tab is your franchise dashboard. Keep track of your goals, division standings, and information on your weekly opponent, including their top player, at a glance. This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths